y'all, we are back and we have another grant. And this grant opportunity, y'all, it takes literally less than 5 minutes to apply for this grant opportunity. And it is for $2,500 and absolutely no deadline. And on top of that, this grantor will help you build your business credit. Also, they will assist you with getting loans without having to give a personal guarantee because your business credit will be strong enough for you not to have to do that. They will also assist you with financial strategies inside of your business and also giving you business consultation. So, although this isn't our, $100,000 grant opportunity, I always say look at other things, i.e., resources that the grantor is offering, because sometimes that's actually going to be better than winning the grant opportunity. Okay. Now, if you're new to this channel, welcome. I am Ebony, a licensed attorney out of the state of Missouri. And on this channel, we focus on grants, legal tips, and setting the foundation for your business to get you to generational wealth. Because yes, money is good, but we want our money to serve generation after generation after generation. Check out that small business grant playlist, y'all. I know y'all be like, where can I find the grants? It's in the list, y'all. Most of the grants that you all are emailing me about are in that list. There are no deadline grants in there. There are no business needed grant opportunities in there. There are global opportunities. So wherever you are in the world, you are potentially eligible to apply for a grant opportunity. And if you're trying to figure out how can I submit a successful grant application, I am running a special on both of my books. It is buy one, get one free. And the book that you are purchasing will do just that. It will guide you to submitting a successful grant application. It is our workbook. 130 pages of content. It talks about if you get the grant, if you don't get the grant, applying for the grant, finding grants. There are sample answers, quizzes, fill in a blank, all things to prepare you to submit that successful grant application. And if you're on the fence and you're like, I don't really know, that's fine. Come to the website. Link in the description. There's going to be several 5-star reviews on the website, and you should always do your due diligence before handing over your money, regardless of who that person is. And if you're like, I'm tired of waiting on these videos, come on over to the Patreon. And I want to emphasize, inside of the Patreon, I literally just drop links to the grants. You're going to have to scroll through, look for some grants that might fit your business type, might fit your industry, might be global, might be US only, but it's not going to be the level of hand-holding that happens through these videos where I go through the grant, I talk about what they're looking for, and I give out those sample answers. But link in the description if you don't want to wait for these videos. Come on over to the Patreon. Now back to this grant. Oh, but before we do that, y'all, make sure you leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. City, state, ends our industry so I can possibly, no promises, find a grant for you in your city, state, ends our industry. Now this grant opportunity. I've already communicated that it is $2,500 of free money that you do not have to pay back. We've talked about the things that they're going to assist you with, but in addition to those items, they will help you get your DUNS number, trademarks and copyrights. Yes, trademarks, okay? How to get corporate leasing, okay? And how to structure your business. So in addition to the grant opportunity, they have several resources for entrepreneurs on that website. And the grant application, 2 questions. Now I looked, I did not see if there was a character count, if there was a word count, but we know that we must be concise. And guess what the first question is, y'all? Yes, if you win the grant, what are you gonna do with the money? Grantors always want to know, where is their money going? And when we talk about this question and we talk about the answer, I say always think about budget, right? And break down that $2,500 all the way down to the penny. You can give them a high level, I want to scale my business, right? Or I want to hire an extra person, or I want to relocate the business, okay? That can be high level. But we got to get into the weeds of things. And you're going to talk about what does that look like and what does that cost, okay? hiring somebody at 20 hours a week at $20 per hour, and we're going to use them for 6 months, right? It might be a contract person. Or if you want to do marketing. So now you got to think about hiring the marketing person, or if you're doing it yourself, how much are the flyers? How much is the ink? How much, if you don't have a printer, you need to purchase a printer? All of those things, the ink pen, the marker, the paper, the everything, okay? When you're thinking about that budget. And then that second question, why do you think that your business deserves this money? Now, y'all, this is where we pull the emotion out of that grantor. And when you're talking about why you deserve the money, don't just say, I'm a hard worker, I've been doing it. No, you need to make sure whatever you're communicating is something that is measurable, right? So, impact in community. Maybe you're a first generation entrepreneur, right? So, you want to talk about those things that humanize you. So, when the grantor is making the decision, they're making the decision to support a person and not just seeing you as another number or another applicant that is asking for this money. And I'm going to recommend, because the funder has told their story on the website as to why they started this grant. So please make sure you watch the video that's on that website, read the grantor story, because that is going to tell you why you deserve to get the money, i.e., this is this person's story. So they're definitely looking for somebody that had perseverance, that overcame, basically that had some grit about themselves, and that had a I'm not giving up attitude, and I'm going to be successful regardless of how hard it is right now, because I know that it has to get easier. Okay. Now, y'all, because this grant is pretty simple in less than 5 minutes, we ain't gonna spend too much time here. But make sure you leave me that comment. Let me know where you're watching from, city, state, and our industry, so I can possibly, no promises, find a grant for you in your city, state, and our industry. But yes, yes, and yes again. Grants are taxable income. Even though this is $2,500, we do not want to lose our business because we are not paying our taxes. And we do not want to prevent us from getting future grant opportunities because we have delinquent taxes. And that is something that the grantor is going to check for. My recommendation has always been 10%. It's a random number that I came up with. I have not researched it. I'm not a CPA, accountant, any of those things. So definitely talk to an industry expert, but make sure that you are thinking about that and put that in your budget too, right? That even though you're getting $2,500, your budget is going to be minus $250 because you're setting aside that dollar amount for Uncle Sam, because you know that grants are considered taxable income. Now, with all of that, y'all, let's look at this grant. All right, y'all. This grant opportunity is sponsored by Another Chance for Small Businesses. And as I said at the beginning of the video, this grantor has her own story of triumph, which is why she is funding this grant opportunity. So if you scroll through the website, and I'm not going to do all of that, I want you all to do that. But it says specifically, at Another Chance for Small Businesses, we believe that every entrepreneur and small business owner deserves an opportunity to thrive, even in the face of hardship. That's why we're proud to introduce the Another Chance for Businesses grants, okay? She went through a hardship, and because of that, she then decided that she wants to give back to community via a grant opportunity, which is $2,500. You can watch the video, as I said, read her story, because that is going to help you think about, okay, what is something that might resonate with the grantor that is truthful, do not be lying, in order for you to possibly walk away with this grant opportunity. Then if you click apply here, you see how short this grant application is. Your name, business, all that good stuff, address, and then here are the 2 questions. If you win the grant, what do you plan to do with the money? And why do you think you deserve it? There is a $15 application fee. And as I've said in other videos where there is a fee, you have to decide, is the risk worth the reward? Is paying $15 worth the possibility of walking away with $2,500? That is something that you're going to have to decide. That is a business decision that you're going to have to make for yourself. However, this is an opportunity. It is a no deadline opportunity because it's quarterly, so you got some time to think about it. But remember, a grantor can close a grant at any time that they see fit for any reason. So they might run out of money or they might just close the grant opportunity. But once you make the decision on whether or not you want to apply for the grant and you answer the questions and then you give them the $15, you submit your application. Then you're going to come back here, leave me a comment, let me know that you applied, leave a second comment, and let me know that you walked away with that $2,500 grant opportunity. And then we are going to celebrate you because one, that means that you submitted a successful grant application, and two, you're getting that much closer to generational wealth, which are the goals of this channel. But of course, check out that ebook, check out the workbook, check out the Patreon, check out that small business grant playlist to make sure that you're not missing opportunities to fund your business and get closer to generational wealth. But of course, like, share, comment, subscribe, all those good things. And I am grateful. And of course, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to spend with me virtually. I want to thank you for supporting the channel. And wherever you are in the world, I hope that you're having a beautiful day. And I will see you all next time.